What's up guys, Cash back again with more Marvel's Avengers news about the future of the game and some of the things that are on the table and things that currently aren't, so let's jump into it. So as promised, we're back with even more quotes from Brian Wagner, the lead systems designer for Marvel's Avengers, and we'll start with everything he had to say in regards to new heroes. He was asked straight up if we're getting more heroes this year and replied with a confident yes, which is no surprise because we know they have more heroes currently in the pipeline. And when he was asked by a casual player about possibly seeing multiple hero events in the future, he said they have a good rotation of events now with no plans to add any new ones right now, but you never know. So it appears that we can expect to see one small hero event like Jane and Spider-Man every year with no current plans to bump that up to 2 or more, and you guys let me know if you think that's great news or disappointing news. Brian also responded to a comment about being disappointed in Jane being so similar to Thor by saying the next hero will be more unique for sure, which is what we were all expecting anyway, but it's nice to have a dev confirm things like that. But circling back to something I said in a recent video about my belief that Doctor Strange is very much in the plans to be added in the not so distant future because the dev team is very aware that players want him in the game, Brian responded to a comment about Doctor Strange saying if he had to pick a character that he would most want to get in the game, it would be Doctor Strange, and that he thinks his gameplay could be really exciting and different, and he'd be such an entertaining character in their world. And when someone commented that Doctor Strange and Wanda are the most requested heroes, he confirmed that's 100% true based on his Twitter mentions. So believe me when I tell you guys, Doctor Strange is a really hot topic of discussion for the game going forward, and they are working to get to a place in the narrative that opens the door for his arrival. I know a lot of you saw Wolverine and your heart jumped because you're waiting on the day to see him confirmed, and Wolverine and the X-Men were a part of the discussion yesterday on Discord, and Brian had this to say. I don't know if I could see heroes like Wolverine in our game as he is much more iconically tied to the X-Men. We are first and foremost an Avengers game and have so many iconic Avengers to choose from. Now at face value, this is a knife in the heart to X-Men fans who want Wolverine and others in the game, but two things to keep in mind is one, plans for this game change all the time, and a rise in popularity for the X-Men like their introduction in the MCU could affect demand to see them added in the future, and two, this is solely Brian's opinion on the matter, and he's a member of a team that also answers to Marvel, so while I don't think Wolverine or any other X-Men are in any immediate plans for the game's future, if the game continues to get support, you never know what the future holds, so if anything, learn from players' demand in Doctor Strange and keep making noise for the heroes you want and see where things fall. Another thing players would like to do is be able to play as villains like Loki, and Brian says he thinks a playable villain could be really interesting and that he loved designing Ultron and Marvel heroes, but that he thinks it'd be kinda odd in this game because it's so Avengers focused and the goal is to make players feel heroic, and it's hard to do that as a villain, even a reformed one. So another hope dash, but again, you never know what the future holds. But switching over to things he had to say about other content, he was asked about iconic missions disappearing after being completed, and he confirmed that was an intentional change in patch 2.3 and that all iconic missions will behave that way and can be replayed by joining quick match missions. So if you were confused about this, now you know what's going on and where you can find those missions. He was also asked about loadouts, which the game desperately needs, and the answer again was nothing to announce. So it seems they still haven't figured out a way to implement loadouts just yet. Brian had a lot more to say on other topics like patrol mode and the future of story content, and I'll have videos dedicated to those specifically because there's a bigger conversation to be had around both. But for now, I want to know your thoughts on Brian's comments about Wolverine, and are you excited about the possibility of Doctor Strange finally coming to Avengers? Let me know down below, and make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more Marvel's Avengers content every week. And if you're interested in picking up Avengers merch, shop with Fandomian and make sure to use my code in the description to get an additional 10% off. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.